Hello, hello. It's Angela with Dogwood Paper Arts. Welcome to my channel. Okay, I wasn't going to work on the file folder journal till Friday, but I just can't help myself. Once I start, it's hard to stop. So we're going to go ahead and rework the inside front page because I thought this was the inside front page. But no, this is the inside back page. So, we have this beautiful pocket back there, and I do love it. I didn't really want to remake the whole thing for this side and make a duplicate, so I decided I would use an envelope. So the first thing we're going to do is trim this envelope right along here. Maybe we'll put paper on it first. What do you think? I think we should. Yeah, no. We're going to go ahead and just put the paper on it. Now, I kind of thought, oh, that's pretty. I might use that. Pretty, pretty. Yeah, I might use that one. I kind of like that. Okay. I'm not going to dig through the packs a whole lot. Need to reset my timer. Okay, here we go. And I am going to, first of all, put this on here, like so, and then we'll trim around it. How's that sound? Ooh, what's in here? Feels like something's in there. Just a curl in the paper. The first thing I'm going to do is, no, I'm not. I'm going to hinge that. Never mind. That was a little verbal boo-boo. It was a boo-boo bear. Oh dear. This is not working so well. Ah, there we go. This is why I always switch off to that other glue. The Fabri-Tac. Needs a big squeeze here. Oh. Okay, so this is going to go that way, correct? Yes. And I'm going to put it over this way. That's not going to work. Not really wanting to glue down to the coffee dyed paper too well. Going to use this side, put that corner down, put it down over there, and up that direction. Now we're going to trim that off a little bit so that it's going to be okay like that. Now, I think I will close this, and then we'll make the, no, that won't work very well, I don't think. How do I use that? This or that, this or that. Let's see. Guess we'll just go this way. And if I accidentally cut the envelope flap off, we'll make a hinge. Sometimes it's easier just to make the hinges anyway. Look at that. It's just not gluing today. It's because it's a coffee dyed paper. A lot of times the glue doesn't like to stick right away. I'm going to rub it just like a genie bottle. There, maybe that'll work. Okay, so now we want to cover this side. And we're going to cover the whole thing clear back to here. That's going to be our flap. And our paper will come back to here. I don't know if that even made sense, but let's think it did. Let me find my little pad. Get rid of those. Okay, that's those. Kind of looking through my pile here. She's a pile looker. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Pretty, isn't it? Let's use it. Okay. Since I'm fighting with that glue, I'm going to just go ahead and move over to this one. And I'm going to come down the seam lines of the envelope because I don't really want it to break. Actually, should have left a little bit of space so that you could open the envelope, but I didn't. And now I'm going to just go this way. Just like so. I'm going to start over here. This glue will give a little bit, so that'll be better. And I still forgot my paper towels. Look at me. Using this glue and no paper towels. No flour sack towels. Okay. I know it has some flour sack towels in here somewhere, but who knows where I put them. They're probably in the fabric drawer. Okay. Now, this is going to go this way. Okay. So let's go ahead and trim this off here. I'm going to do it at kind of an angle so I don't get the envelope. Well, we're going to put a hole on this side anyway, so it doesn't matter. Duh. But where we don't want a hole is top or bottom. And if I do put a hole top or bottom, we will washi tape it. Which I probably did right there. I don't know. We'll find out. Whoops. Okay, so now it is a completely sealed envelope. So let me take this part. And I'm just going to reinforce this a little bit to make the flap a little bit stronger. Ooh, that was not what I wanted to do at all. That's not what I wanted to do at all. This is what I wanted to do. Right there. And then I wanted to fold it back here. It's going to be mistake day number 1. Okay. This is what I wanted, was to reinforce this piece right here. Okay, so now I have got to get a paper towel. Just 1 second, please. Just ran across the hall to the bathroom and fetched myself some paper towels. I don't know what I was thinking there. I was not thinking. Might have to run something there. Some lace or something. We'll see. There. Yeah, I think I'll have to put some lace or something on it. But we have those kinds of things, don't we? Okay. This is what I wanted to do, was reinforce this little piece that's going underneath the paper. And I know it's not straight. It doesn't have to be because we're actually hiding it. So now we want to make this into a nice little opening. See how sexy we can make it. And I don't know if I can make it sexy. Let me stand up. There's one. 2. Oh no. I punched it at the top. Well, it's going to be a top opener. I am, I'm in mistake land today, guys. I am so sorry. You know what's happening is I have one idea in my head, and my brain, as I'm working, is saying, no, we're not doing that. We're doing something different. We might embarrass you along the way. So prepare for my brain to do whatever it wants today. Because that's what it's doing. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Okay, well, that's all right. We like top openers. I wanted a side opener, but top is good. Okay. Okay, let's peek. Peekaboo! And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. A beautiful opening. Yay, finally. Even though I did it wrong from what I wanted to do, it works. Okay, so we have this. We have this piece. And this is going to go like this. See? Yes, that looks nice. I'm glad it ended up there. So this is going to get glued in the middle of this paper. About like so. Yeah, that's just about the middle, I think. I'm going to bring it down just slightly. I don't know what I was thinking earlier. Man, bizarre. My poor bizarre head. Please don't be upside down. Whew, thank goodness. Okay. So before I get this laid down, I better ink it up. Street sweeper out there today. Sweeping away. Do 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 do. Do you ever wake up with music playing in your head and you're like, where'd that come from? Oh, I woke up and I had so many songs. I must have been at a concert in my mind. Oh. Oh, that's pretty. I like that. I like the direction it's going. Much better than the other way, I think. What do you think? I love that page. Isn't that a beauty? And right along here. Right along here. Here. Look at that. It's coming up right there. Okay, and this will get glued down right here. Now let's make sure it's going to fit inside of here. Okay, so I can see that because the envelope is on it, it needs to go to the left just slightly. So we will trim off this side once we get it glued down in the correct place. Sound good to you? Sounds good to me. Okay, I'm going back to the Fabri-Tac, not that one, it's a hard one to use. So I won't glue along this, right along this edge, but I will glue right over here. Okay. And I'll go ahead and just kind of put some glue in here. Just kinda, like kinda all over the place. Okay, and now I'll put it down along this edge. Oh, Ange, where did you learn to glue? At glue school, ma'am. So away from that piece, a little ways away, right there, right there. We want it to be about even here. It's not very much, but it will make it so that this book closes properly. And that's what we want most of all, is a proper closing book. Journal. Oh yeah, this is going to be very pretty. This is beautiful paper. Okay. Now, I don't normally put the front cover on right away, but it was such a nice piece to go with the little frame that Robin sent in her Happy Mail. And I just really think this will go on here nicely. I'm going to put some lace behind it. But it's just so pretty, isn't it? Yeah, very pretty. Okay, so now we have a really cool pocket here. Oh, I need to glue that down to the pocket right along there because that makes an edge that we don't want in there. That we don't want to grab onto. Now let's think about how we can kind of fix that a little bit so that we can open it better. These pockets, when they're cut the same, I should have cut the back one shorter, higher, and this one a little deeper. But they're hard to get open. Of course, we're going to have something in there. So anyway, that's just something to keep in mind, is you might want to just cut the front one and leave the back one whole. Or we can go in and put a little back tab on it, like so. Kind of looks like a Kleenex sticking up there, doesn't it? A handkerchief. I mean, you wouldn't even know it, really. But that allows that pocket to open easier. Might just do some lace on it or something. That's what it looks like that way. Yeah, I don't like it that way. I don't. Okay, so we have our first flippy flappy. Look at that, and it's pretty. So now we have this pocket down here we need to do something with. Or this no pocket down here. Now we can do it with this. No, we're not going to do that. We could do it with this one. Yes. That is so pretty. I'm going to save that for a tag, I think. I think that one's a tag. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, that's pretty. I wonder if we could just glue that on there. Think. Ooh, be pretty on there, wouldn't it? As an envelope that opens. Got some little letters in it. That would be kind of cool. Okay, there's a cool idea. No. I do like the words. I think that looks really cool. So we could put a pocket right there. Not that it needs a pocket. We could, which I like better anyway, is we could cut this out and make a little tuck pocket down in the corner with this little thing right here. Have to reinforce the back with something because otherwise it would get too floppy. That's a Tim Holtz paper. Could just use that. Oh, come on. That's a piece of vellum, if you're wondering. It's doing its own thing. It's resisting being folded. Yes. And some of it fell on the floor. I don't know where it is now. So. This way. Or do we just cut a pocket? No. I'm going to cut this out. What if we went out and down? No, that wouldn't work. Just like so. Okay, now I'm going to attach it to here because I need it to be a little bit thicker. And then it will just be a tuck spot. And I like that. I think that would be cool. I think it'll work, ladies and gentlemen. It's the next show. All right, let's see if we can make it fit. Alrighty. How long have we been here? 26 minutes. I don't want to keep you very long today. Well, it would be nice to do a live and have a party, wouldn't it? What would we do? What would we party about if I did a live? Let's see. Oh yeah, I curved it right here too. Okay. And that is going to go here. I'm going to put it a ways back from the fold just because it just sits nicer, I think. I don't know. We'll see. It might all sit wonky because I'll overfill it or something like that. Because that's what I do. But that's okay. I like a chunky journal. When they fluff out and you see all those papers expanding in there, I just think that is so cool. I know it's more than we want it to be, but it's just kind of one of those things you look at it like, oh, that is so pretty. You know, they really are. They're beautiful. Okay, up a little bit, out a little bit. And then, let's see, is there anything else I need on here? Robin sent some goodies. Ooh. There's a butterfly that would match with... I love this bird too. Okay, not there yet. I'm not there yet. I need something right here. Looking at what Robin sent. Ooh. Stamps. Might put the milk cap on there. I think that looks kind of cool. I don't know. I like it. I think I'm getting off track of where this is going. If I was doing a farm journal, oh, that would be so perfect. Okay, I'm going to set that back there for right now. I'm going to put this back there before I mess it up. Okay. Yes. Cutting around the lacy lace. Just trying stuff. Doesn't mean we have to use it, just means we're trying it. Ooh, that looks pretty on that one too. Save that. Let's see what this looks like. Yep, that's the ticket. Okay, doing that. Oh, so I am probably not going to do a start to finish on this journal. I'll be adding flaps and stuff, and then I'll probably just do the file folders on what I'm going to call File Folder Friday, and that will be the day that I'll work on it, or work on some kind of file folder. I don't know how many we can work on, but we can work on some. Little piece of plastic here. Sorry about the reflection. There. Nice. Now we'll trim that off again. Okay. Let's put that right on here, like I said, giving it a little bit of room around the edge there. I saw an advertisement for Hobby Lobby today, and they have these fairy tale charms, and they are so darn cute. They're trying to break me. I'm trying not to buy. I did break down and bought some stamps. I watched Jill Norwood, and all the stamps were just so cute. I just loved them. Shame on me. Shame on me. Yep, I fell in love. Gotta be careful about those falling in love things with everything. Little tiny tags. Oh, that's a really cute one, isn't it? Oh, look at the heart. Look at these. These are very cute. I think I punched some of those out. I know I did. Okay, I'm going to cut this one out. I'll be honest with you, I can never get these things to fold properly. These little envelopes. I always make them very wonky. Ta-da. Now right here. Like so. My eyes are tired today. So, I have found something that's working with my cat. Knock on wood. I've been waking him up before we go to bed, about an hour before we go to bed. And I play with him, and play with him, and play with him. Pet him and love him and all that stuff. And then I give him a little bit of food, and then I send him back to bed. Well, he takes himself back to bed. And then, believe it or not, he goes to sleep. And, believe it or not, he's been sleeping all night. Where? Okay. We'll put this one here. This might work. I think it's off a little bit. Yeah, I tore it. I did it. See, right there. Shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. See Bloom Fern Studios come out with a new kit. I haven't looked at it yet. I love blue fern papers, so I'm trying really hard not to go look. Okay, so this could actually go right in here. And we could put the little papers in it right here. I think these fit. Sorry if I'm getting off camera. I think it's because I have my chair scooted back too far. I'm not right up here. So if I'm out of sight, and I'm not out of mind because I'm still talking. I swear my dog is trying to talk. She's talking so darn much. No, I'm not kidding you. She's not saying words, but she's making so many noises that I have to get her a vet appointment and ask them what's going on, because I don't know, maybe she hurts, you know, maybe something's wrong. I've just never had a dog that was so verbal, and she's very verbal, so it's just a little bit disturbing, a little bit. That. Boy, that is a tight little piece there. Yeah. She'll come into the living room where I am and make all these noises, and it's so verbal. It sounds like a human being is walking in to the room. It's just the most bizarre thing I've ever heard from a dog. I don't know. Maybe she's humanizing. No. I'm not going to be foolish here. I'm just thinking maybe she's in pain. And because she's in pain, she's grunting a lot. And verbalizing every time she moves or something. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So last night we were both worried about her, my husband and I. I was like, gosh, what do you think? Today she's fine. You know, she did eat that bad bird. It didn't look like she crunched up any bones or anything. It looked like she just yacked it down as a whole bird. I mean, it was munched up a little bit from being in her tummy, but I didn't see that there were broken bones in it or anything. Crazy dog. What was she thinking? She was thinking, oh my, this bird's going to taste good. Are you kidding me? And I'm always correcting her when we go out because our grand dog likes to chase birds, so everybody likes to say to her, except for me, you know, there's a bird, there's a bird. And of course the dog will go nuts. But she wouldn't ever catch one. She's too afraid of stuff like that, or the grand dog. But Libby's not afraid of catching things. She'll be like, okay, now what do I do with it? And if nobody's watching, she'll try it out. That's just the way she is. She's a lab. She's a bull-headed lab. And bull-headed labs have a mind of their own. She's a great dog. You know, I wouldn't worry about her around, well, I almost worried about her around chickens when I started drooling, but, you know, our other neighbor's chickens have gotten in the yard, and she's totally left them alone. I don't think she could catch a chicken anyway. Those darn things fly, and they're fast, and once it flew, I think it would, because they're so big, I think it would scare her, but she hung out with those white chickens next door as they wandered around out in the grass and stuff, and it was like no big deal. So, I don't know. Crazy stuff. Okay, so now we have a little envelope with some little goodies in it, and we're going to put that right in this gate pocket. And what time is it? Oh, it's 0. I wonder if we went to 1 hour. I don't know. So I will call it a day, since we've got this pocket and this pocket and this and this. We will call it good for today, and I will yak at you all in the very next video. I hope I've been on camera enough. You know, I back my camera out and I forget to leave it there. So I'm leaving it there today, and I'll just enlarge the picture when I bring it into YouTube. All right. Love and hugs, everybody. I hope you have a great day. Bye.